It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome.
Rich is in the house. He needs a patch.
I'm going to give you the Coquito patch.
Oh boy.
Peace patch for Rich.
Patch for Rich.
Keep him calm.
Oh,
I
God.
need my own rich patch, I think.
I'm going to try to like white label these patches. We got to get Rich. You have a mic?
Oh, yeah.
Right here, sorry. I like to use my theater voice. Yes.
Shorty, that looks nice. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Eve of Thanksgiving. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm gonna be
Eat some
McDonald's.
turkey. You're going to be... Oh, look, my shirt matches are set. Who even knew? Wow. Oh, where's Dawn? But yet, no matter what I wear, I seem to blend in with the
How
trees.
many patches are you wearing? How many patches do you have on today?
Who knew? Who knew? None, actually. I don't even know what I look like half the time until I see
and not
the
only
camera.
the clothing, the painting, the thing on the TV, the things in front of.
How
Where
you
the
like
hell did that come from?
Shorty's got that going. I don't know. We got Shorty on the board and Grace. It's a whole different perspective.
My head is going to explode.
We got
It's
half
too
our
much.
crew out sick, so all of you guys who are out sick, feel better, rest up, because Monday, they're redoing our sidewalk,
No,
so full
what's
speed ahead.
What's going to happen is they're going to eat too much turkey. Monday comes, they're going to say, I'm sad.
That's why Friday's a holiday. It's like the day after
The hell was that? Was that a... Welcome to the club of the book.
Oh, we got
Or
book
Dawn
in
the
the
book.
house.
What is it? No. Dawn.
Faith
What the
Stories,
hell's her name?
DeMarco book.
Dawn DeMarco
You know,
book.
after 8 years, you think you know my name, but no.
Honey, I don't even know my name. But I got to tell you a story. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes?
And tomorrow is what date? The 20.
Third.
Now, when I grew up, everything was based on the 24th. Football, the Lions versus the Vikings. Football, right? He knows that. Everything was based on the 24th.
Thanksgiving was always on the 24th when you were growing up, Richard?
Richard,
Indiana.
not yes, Richard. Otherwise, the bit
Oh,
won't
we got
land.
two Richards. We're going to
So-
confuse everyone.
Richard Squared. So I'm going to go to St. Augustine for Thanksgiving to get away from it, leaving my phone home. Yeah, right, that ain't happening. And just relaxing, right? So I made all these wonderful plans for the 24th.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
So today,
Friday.
Friday, right.
oh, you were a bright one.
I'm very
So
bright.
today we were doing the coquito dance. I have the coquito in the fridge. We're gonna take it out so everybody can have parranda, because parranda in Spanish is what you guys call Christmas caroling. And I saw a movie last night that brought me to tears because it reminded me of mom and dad and my brother, and they used to take me on these parrandas till 8 o'clock in the morning. Rich knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then I get a I get a text, an email. It says, your plans are for Thanksgiving have been wiped out. Because Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and you made reservations for Friday.
Yes.
So I would be going to McDonald's Thanksgiving.
I don't know why you can't just go Friday there for dinner, though.
Because Friday isn't Thanksgiving,
What,
Dawn.
don't you eat dinner on Friday?
I'm going to be going Friday and Saturday and Sunday. I got a lot of dinner. That ain't the point. The point is that I thought the 24th was always Thanksgiving.
No.
No.
That's funny.
It's the-
So now you're going to have a
usually-
McTurkey.
McTurkey. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to have a turkey. I'm going to have a turkey crawl. I'm going to go to McDonald's. Then I'm going to go to Burger King. And then I'm going to go to Wendy's. And I'm going to go to Popeyes. And I'm going to have a piece of everything and walk around. Like
Then you're
a-
going to go to the emergency room.
And then I'm going to take all this food and I'm going to go to the beach of St. Augustine. They have a beach there, right?
Of course.
And that will be my Thanksgiving.
That's a lovely
Wishing
Thanksgiving. It's
all
nice
of
and
you-
a nice, peaceful Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're just missing the point.
It's not about the
I
food.
messed up.
But it's not about the food.
You don't
it's about
understand.
the company you keep.
You don't
It's
understand.
about the experience.
This
it's
is
about
like
the memories.
you do a dinner and you invite 27, 30 people to your house for a beautiful Thanksgiving
And they
dinner.
come on Friday.
And they put all the trimming, and then you forget to cook the turkey.
Who does that though? I've never. Oh!
Have you
Hello.
met my partner? Have you met my assistant
See,
driver
it wasn't
over
my
here?
fault.
No.
It was
My
mine,
ex-wife
apparently.
told me
Probably.
that her mother was bringing a bag turkey, but her mother got sick and did not cook it. So I'm here waiting, and we're all there with fork and knife. I'm saying, boy, this turkey is either invisible or where is this?
She forgot to cook it?
Whoa,
She
wait.
says, no, I didn't cook it, Freddie. What are we going to do? I said,
How'd she forget to cook the turkey?
she wasn't feeling well.
That's a good reason.
She wasn't feeling well. So I had to reinvent the wheel. Bologna cheese sandwiches and Thanksgiving. Whatcha?
Did you have a lot of people over? Were your parents there?
30 of them.
And it was
A
lovely.
whole lot of bologna.
Was everyone happy with it?
Of course, because they felt bad that, I played it off. She's sick. I told her, here, wear an apron around your head, things of that nature.
Was she pregnant?
Michelle's mother?
I thought it was Michelle.
No, Michelle's mother.
Oh.
Michelle's mother was the best cook ever. She made that turkey in a bag. I've never seen that before in my life. It was back in the day.
We have that. We played it the other day.
I've never seen it, but this is going back. I says, you cook a turkey in a bag? I says, you walk on water.
I've never made a turkey.
I have. The key is to let it rest.
Before
So
or
Let it
after?
rust?
Rest.
Rusty
That's what I
turkey?
thought you said.
not
Rust.
rust,
Rust?
Yeah.
rest.
Rest.
You take it out, you cover it in foil for
What is
like
it,
a
tired?
half hour, and the juices go back in. It's Ina Garten. What's her name? What's her?
Barefoot Contessa.
Yes, thank you. She has awesome recipes, and if you do that, you will have the juiciest turkey
You let it
ever.
rest?
Yes,
Like
in
sleep?
its juices. Just put foil over it and let it sit.
She was on this morning talking about brining a dry brine versus a wet brine. And she was all about the dry brine because the wet brine means you have to empty out your refrigerator and put this giant turkey in a giant pot in your refrigerator where there's no room for anything else. If you do a dry brine, you just put it on a tray and stick it in and then cook it.
You're like Mother Nature of cooking a turkey and you never cook one. You know everything about how to cook a turkey. You never cook. Let me tell you something. You cook it this way. Have you ever done it?
I can tell you what electric screen. I can tell you lots of things.
Do you know that box in your kitchen? It's called a stove.
Do you know, I'm sitting here thinking about what I'm taking home from here to serve
What
tonight.
am I taking? You can take the buns. There you go. Nobody eat the buns because that's dinner. Whoop, right out the door.
Hawaiian rolls might be coming home. You never know. It's the pears.
You are. One of the things I love
It'll
about
be bad by Monday.
one of the things I love about Dawn is her mom, because her mom
Comes
is
through
so
me,
much
right?
like me. No, she ain't nothing like you. So when I go to her house, I tell her moms, remember back in the day when we did these things? We always ate last when we were people in the house. We drank and everybody else ate, and then we ate last because we wanted to make sure there was enough.
Oh,
rice
I
and
thought
beans
you
to
said
go.
you ate glass. I was like, what?
I've been married twice. What do you think? So the bottom line is I talk to your mom and she tells me all these secret recipes, like how to cook a turkey. So your mother gave me this great hit. She says, what you do, Freddie, is you put a little water on your face and you go out, you get the turkey from somewhere. Like she told me that trick
From
for
somewhere.
Presidente.
Yes.
From somewhere.
From
She
somewhere.
catered.
I
Yeah.
did this. I bought 2 pork shoulders for a party, and I brought them in, and the people were like, "Oh my God, this is delicious, Benit. This is delicious." I says, "I know, man. I was doing this for like hours last night. I said, look at the sweat; it's still coming out of me." And they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I said, "That's okay for you. I would have made a third." So your mother taught me all these, even though I know them, she relates all this stuff. So she must be a pip at your Thanksgiving party.
She's a pip.
She is. She's a character. God
She
love
is.
her.
She's like, what should
Really.
I bring for Thanksgiving? I said, Mom, you just come. We're good. She says, well, what do you think they'd like? I said, how about wine? She says, okay, I can do that. What should I bring? What do you like to drink? White. Why don't you bring a bottle of white? Perfect. I have that in the house. I'm like, all in. We're good.
She came to the event for JC at the movie theaters. And we were at the door. She says, I've been calling my daughter. She left me outside. So I said, come on, grab my arm, let's go. And we're walking up, the movie theater then.
You're so
and
good
she,
to her.
And she tells me, do you remember when we used to sneak into the movies through the back door. I go, I remember, was that you?
She tells me if she were younger, she'd like to date you.
I would date her.
So she tells me.
I says, I would even paint your hair or color, what is it, purple?
Yeah. She wants to date you.
She tells
She wants
me.
to go out with you.
That's okay. She tells me, remember when we used to go in the back door, we used to sneak into the movie theaters. Your mother is a pimp. I says, I used to remember, I still do that now.
I know.
I walked into a movie theater with my son Freddie. We sneaked into a second theater. Come on, you guys have done this, right? See a movie
Never.
and sneak into it? Never.
No.
Never.
So I sat there, I said, all right. I said, we're going to see a movie. He says, Dad, the movie's in 3D. I went, yeah, so?
need
He says,
glasses.
we don't have glasses. I said, we snuck into a 3D movie without glasses? Yeah. I said, go over to the box where people drop them
Right.
and bring them. He says, hell to the no. He says, that's disgusting. I said, it's not garbage, it's 3D. No. He went to the front.
You got new ones.
You forgot to give me my 3D glasses. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Santori here. He comes in not only with 3D glasses, he came in with a bucket of popcorn. They felt so bad they forgot to give the 3D glasses.
See what you've taught your son?
Okay, so that's
Explains it all, right?
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we got from friends visiting us. We've got Frank Arafola visiting us from home. We've got Denise Marsh visiting us from Wellington. We've got Dawn DeMarco Book and Richard.
Visiting?
Book
You haven't even had the coquito yet.
I know that's coming next because I know I'm thinking about what's coming home from here to my house that I can feed evereverybody.
Oh, you can take a
tonight.
coquito.
A
If they drink
coquito.
enough, they don't care what you
There's
say.
some pears. I'm like, it'll be bad by Monday. Things my mother
You
would
are
teach
so
me.
smart.
Is
That's
it?
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back on this Thanksgiving Eve. I see my partner over there. He's watching the morning show instead of the midday show.
That's because I'm watching comedy and
You're just watching my shirt blend into every set. It's all good though. Who knew? Anyway, we're going to bring in our good friend Denise Marsh. She's joining us, and Frank is going to join us in a few minutes. Denise is in Wellington. She's the host of Gypsy Soul. And thank you. And we're going to have to toast everyone with some homemade coquito. How do you pronounce it?
Coquito.
Coquito.
How is it?
Un poquito de coquito.
Cheers.
How is it?
All right,
Dawn,
let's
you're
bring-
supposed to cheer it before you drink it.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Not you, this Dawn. Oh, I keep forgetting. You see,
Cheers.
it's very mild, right?
Denise, see, if you were here, we'd be cheering with you.
I know. I have to get a wine glass.
Holy smoke, where'd she come from?
How are you
I've
doing?
been sitting here.
Oh,
How
he's
are
good.
you? What are your plans for Thanksgiving?
I'm going with my best friend, her family, out for dinner. I was going to be alone, and it changed very quickly, and I was happy about that.
You should never be alone for Thanksgiving. No one should
I
be
was
alone
last-
for Thanksgiving.
It's happened before.
What about your son?
He's going to be with his dad and the families. We take
What?
turns.
Well, I'm glad you're not going to be alone. I'm glad you're going to be with a friend. That's what it's all about, right? That's what friends are
I'm very
for.
excited about it. Yeah.
That's lovely.
You have, my son is doing a Thanksgiving for people that, just like Denise, were qualified, that don't have a place or anything planned. He opened up his house, and I think he has like 8 people coming over.
That's nice.
Um,
A
I love
Friendsgiving.
that.
like a friend's, and I said to him, where'd you
Friendsgiving.
come up with this? And I never heard of this before, but I guess it's,
Didn't we do it last week? Fourth year in a row?
did you open, hold it. Did you open your house to do that, or did we do it here?
This is our house.
This is your business
Yeah, but
house.
he
That's
opened
your
up his
house.
house, you know, the thing with the stove and the fridge, you know, he opened that up.
Well, I don't really use a stove,
stove and
and
the
I got a
fridge,
fridge.
which is-
I wonder
and
why
we
she
got
thinks this is her
refrigerator.
house.
I'm like, I
Hey,
told
Denise, I need you, Denise. I need your help, Denise.
You know, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is your microwave and stove hidden? Because every time I do a show, I can't find your microwave or your stove. Do you hide it?
We don't have a stove. That's why.
She doesn't know what a stove is.
We have a microwave in
It's
the
in
back.
it's in the bathroom, honey,
We have a
inside the
microwave.
toilet box.
And we have a toaster oven. Kennedy makes a bagel every morning. And we have and we've got a refrigerator. I told you what happened the other day. I turned on both burners. I was making pasta and sauce at the same time.
2 burners. She broke the record.
I turned off the stove and I heard this noise. Apparently, it's got a fan also. So when you turn everything off, it cools itself down.
It helps.
I got them all snorting.
I'm a snort laugher, yeah.
Breaking
I can't. I
breaking
can't help it.
news. The stove has a fan.
Who knew?
What a concept.
And you know, if you put your hand on it, you can get burned.
I know there's always a fan for the inside oven, but I never knew there was one for the cooktop. I guess I've never used 2 burners at once. In 2
one at the top
years
of
I've
my
lived
oven.
there. You know that?
I have one at the top of my oven, but my stove is mad at me because I barely use it.
Your stove is
So
mad at you.
It like doesn't even really come on anymore.
What are you doing today? You've got dance?
I have a dance lesson. I got my nails done this morning for Hanukkah colors, and then I'm just relaxing.
The beauty of being a
for
teacher, you
change.
get a couple days off.
I had the whole week off.
Wow, that's nice.
You know, I was
As
hoping.
of like 4 years ago, they did it, or 5,
was-
because kids stopped coming that week. They start going on breaks and stuff, and they lose money. So they're like, let's just give them the week off. So
We
it
should
worked
give 'em 2
out.
weeks off. I was hoping you came in today because we were gonna do parranda, so that Rich was here to dance merengue with you.
I can't hear you. I'm trying to make a ladder on my.
Probably
on
because
my-
his mic's not on.
Okay.
Oh, it is on.
Can you hear me now? Turn my mic
Like
up.
that old TV telephone commercial. Can you hear me now?
6.
Yeah.
Can you hear me
now?
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted you to come. We're going to do something called parranda. And Rich was going to dance merengue with you because I see that you are an excellent
Look, she's so
salsa dancer.
excited, Rich.
I know. But she's not here, so you know that's okay. She didn't want to dance.
But you
with
know
me.
what? I have a treat for you guys. Next
Don't tell me
Friday.
to dance.
Here's a treat. Next Thursday, we have a special edition of Gypsy Soul because you're not going to air this Thursday. You're going to air next Thursday at 5, and you air next
Oh.
Thursday at 5:30.
Yeah.
We
So
do the parranda dance.
exactly.
There, dale, mijita.
Love
And she
it.
dances merengue,
You would think I planned
salsa,
it.
barracha. She does the whole night.
Oh wow, very cool.
See, I planned this in advance.
Yay.
No, you didn't. Just keep drinking coquito. No idea.
I'll have to it up before I dance.
Do you drink?
A little bit. Social drinker. Depending on what it is.
A social drinker. That's why we drink all the time on the set, is what I think. 'Cause we're all very
You're so
social.
social.
We
It'll
drink.
last me a long time. If I have one drink, it could last me all day.
All day.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends. And you must take a very tall drink.
If it's good wine like you guys had, that fruity wine, I could have more than a cup.
Well, I want you to try the coquito. You like
I will.
coconut.
Rum?
I love coconut.
Then you'll
Oh,
love
you'll
this.
love this.
It's
Yeah.
but also
I might
vanilla,
have
yeah?
to sleep over after that. And do the next show.
You know, it's funny. If I tell you, my mother, may she rest in peace, my brother used to use a clean T-shirt out of the bag. We used to scrape the coconut to make the coconut milk. Not like today where they
Right.
buy it already made. My mother would never, ever accept that. So we had to be there for hours with the
Oh,
shirt
I can imagine.
and doing the coconut milk over and over and over again.
You need an axe, right, to open the coconut? So you need like it's hard to open.
How'd you
right?
open
Un machete.
A
They hit
machete.
it with the my father used to hit it with
gotcha.
with a hammer, and it used to crack open. And you only use dry coconuts from the
Yeah.
Dominican Republic. That's the brown.
I was going to
ones.
ask you which coconut you use, not the green ones.
No, the brown ones. So I made this for NYU. When I went to NYU, I made a bottle for my film class because I didn't know what the hell else to do. And I made it, and I showed. I was funny with it, and I come up with the bottle, and everybody was drawing. And the professor gave me an A, and he's the one that sent me downstairs where they were filming Kramer versus Kramer, and I got that small piece in the movie. That's a true story with Coquito. That's why I love Coquito, because it started my career.
You said Kramer versus Kramer? You
Yes.
said Kramer versus Kramer? You know that was the first film to show frontal nudity
Yes,
for a woman. Did you
Yes.
know that? I found that out
Really?
at a film class.
yes.
That's a
And I
great
was,
movie.
and I was there, and I was like, woo, 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 woo. Because back in the day, there was no nudity.
Which is why you should look at our Facebook page. All the people that he friends, back to our morning show. Da-da.
It's all in the name of art.
That's it. So who's going to be on your show next week, Denise?
My sponsor.
Max? Chiropractic.
Yeah, his wife is coming too. He's got a great show planned for you guys.
What are you going to be talking about?
Oh, you'll see.
Wow, it's a surprise.
Killed that segment.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're
You'll
bringing
see.
him in. We'll see.
I have to ask him a question about neuropathy in the legs. Because a chiropractor,
Yeah,
apparently
he'll
they
be
have
able
a
to
cure.
answer.
Yeah, I want to talk to him about that. Okay, good. You know who we
Yep,
should
I
have
just
that
had an
day?
adjustment.
Me too. I'm
Had a
still.
major adjustment from him. My legs and my lower back. He twisted me like a pretzel.
I had a major adjustment after I got divorced the second time, and not too much success. I tell you, it's the coquito made me do it. Don't look at me that way.
I say nothing, Denise, is all I can tell you.
I love it.
But I'm so proud of you. You've come so far from being interviewed, and then you had a show 24 hours later. I know. We said you should really have a show, and she's like, all right, let's
can't
do
believe
it.
I've been doing this. I'm loving it so much.
What I love about you is that you didn't make me wait 6 years
Last week it was
or
8.
8 years to get it done.
that was coming.
Yeah, I was waiting for the opening.
'Cause her
They
name's,
didn't make me wait 6 years for the dawns to
her name's
come.
Denise. You got lucky on that one.
And that's great. Her name is Denise. She's the kind of teacher that when I went to school, like Mrs. Goldstein, I would be in love with.
Was Mrs. Goldstein your first grade teacher?
I don't remember what grade.
She teaches first grade.
Okay, it could be that.
How cute is that? Did
bless
you have
you.
like a Thanksgiving party and
Yeah,
everything for
no
the
kidding.
kids?
No, my real moms didn't want to do anything. I made stuff with them and I gave them lollipops and they really weren't behaving. They wanted their break.
Your room mom didn't want to do anything. Then she shouldn't
Yeah,
be the room mom.
Well, I hope she's now watch. They said for the winter holidays. Everyone was really busy. So
what?
we just
Winter
did lots
room.
of crafts and stuff. Yeah.
Room mom.
The hell is that?
The mom that does all the parties for the room.
Parties and they help out. They make copies.
You didn't have room moms?
The hell's a room mom?
It's like a teacher
Well, I
assistant.
should say room
kind of thing,
parent.
yeah.
Room parent. It's
You
the
guys
parent.
had this in school?
Sure.
Come on.
We had lots.
Get out of here.
I was one of many. And then you had to have a whole
I didn't have
meeting.
it growing up.
Then we had to have a meeting
I
with the
didn't
room
either.
parents on who was
Yeah.
going to organize
Look,
the
yeah, I had
parties.
chalk.
How about your kids?
What about my kids? Nobody
Were
had
you like a room
huh?
parent for your kids?
No,
Who did the Halloween parties and the touching boxes and all that stuff? They didn't do
What the
that?
hell's a touching box? That sounds a little bit.
Like for Halloween, you make the boxes.
It sounds like something for a different show.
I look at you. You better not be
A nighttime show.
Yes.
Denise, what the hell's a touching box?
Kids aren't asleep.
Touch
Well,
my
I know
box.
at the nature center, they have the touchy boxes.
Touchy
Where,
boxes.
like, you put your hand in and it's like an animal part.
Yeah.
That's
Go ahead. Tell us more about this.
I won't say which nature
I
center.
gotta drink
since it's
heavy.
going off on the wrong angle here. But they have boxes where you put your hands and you have to decide, like, what is it a flaw? Like, how does it feel? Like sensory things.
Sensory
Nothing
things.
dirty.
We used to make spaghetti and put it in a box and it
Yeah.
would feel like brains, and you do
Not
jello
during
and it would
school
feel
hours
like
anyway.
blood and all the different
Oh,
things.
I heard about that.
I'll come be a room parent for your classroom again. I'll take. I had a
Yeah.
whole binder of activities.
Oh, I want to be a. Can I be a room parent for a
Binder.
day?
Yeah.
I would love to be a room parent.
Oh boy.
Just
Watch
leave,
out now.
leave the Kikito at home.
Can I be a room
Look, she's
parent?
speechless and she's scared.
I'll be clean. Bathing, soap, the whole nine. It'll be kind of.
Okay, so here's the question: would you rather not shower for a week or not brush your teeth for a week?
I'd rather just be away from you when you
That's
do either
hard.
one.
Back
Could
to
I
our
use
morning
a dry shampoo?
No.
Or
I've
dry
never
soap?
used that. Have
I
you
gotta
anyone
brush
used
my
it?
teeth. I'm sorry.
I did. After I had surgery, I did.
Does it work? Dry shampoo?
Yeah. Well,
I
no,
bought
the dry
it.
soap does too.
Dry soap. Never tried any
It
of
works.
that.
Yeah, I had to, and I used it at work.
I've got dreams that I forget my razor when I go on vacation. I wake up like in a panic, and I pack like 3. I could never imagine not having a razor or a shower.
And then you look like Goonie Goo Goo.
It's not like you're going to be Sasquatch overnight. I mean, come on.
Right, things that you've got nightmares
There's
about.
funny memes on that, the shaving. They have so many memes going on now. With the girl is sleeping over the guy's house, and he comes out. He's like, "What can I make you for breakfast?" And she puts her leg out, and it looks like a gorilla, and it's like hair all over. And he's like, And she goes, "I need a few minutes." And he comes back, and he opens up his eyes, and it's all clean. And he puts the razor out. They show it's like a commercial for a razor too, so they kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And he's like, It's
She's
so funny.
hilarious.
I saw that where the lady was shaving her legs and the batteries died on one of the razors, and she came out with one leg on, one leg off.
Oh,
She
that's
says-
hysterical.
And she says, "Only look at me this way."
Remember Josh told us that that girl he's dating who shall remain nameless doesn't shave, and she came in and she's like, "What are you talking about? How could you say that?"
I know. I gave her pantyhose.
Her
and
friend's
she,
laughing in the other room. I know.
And the pantyhose.
She goes, "Why would you say anything like that?"
Stop! I'm drinking coquito. You're killing the buzz here. Oh, I'm nauseous.
But Denise, I am so impressed with you. I see you doing book readings and signings. And she came on our show and she danced on Gypsy Soul last week.
It was so much fun.
You let it all go, which is amazing. No fears, no
I just
nothing.
pretended no one was watching.
And I have to tell you, you've got the best numbers we have on the network.
Thank you.
It's
Well, I wouldn't
amazing.
be anything without people watching it, so I
You've got
appreciate that.
a great community. And what are your plans for the weekend?
I'm going to try to get an additional sponsor. It's on my top list. I'm working on that. What else am I doing? I'm working on an article for Krista for nowwellington.com. Gonna do a tiny bit of school stuff, tiny bit. I'm gonna actually time myself. Some cleaning and go listen to some music with my best friend.
What's your article about?
I'm going to be writing about the Botanical Gardens Center that I've never been to. I don't know enough about it to even tell you. It's called Mount Botanical or something. I've never been there, so I'm going to write about that.
Are you going to
There's
go?
a botanical garden
Yes,
in Florida?
on Saturday.
Mount Botanical Garden's supposed to be
Something
beautiful.
Mount, I don't know the exact name. I have to look it
It's
up.
Mount M-O-U-N-T Botanical Gardens. They say it's beautiful. I
Yeah.
don't even know where it is.
It's like by the air. I think it's near PBI. But I'm not sure. It's like a hidden treasure. So I'll tell you more about it after I go.
I have
Take
a-
pictures.
I have a botanical
will.
garden.
Why?
I have a botanical gardens in the Bronx, and the only.
Freddie, I
thing-
can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
There's something, I don't, maybe I'm losing it.
You guys have his mic on?
Mike 6.
You're good. You're up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I heard Dawn more though.
What about now?
Yeah,
Botanical
maybe I need a
gardens.
Q-tip.
Botanical gardens in the Bronx.
Whenever I can't hear the kids in my class, I say to them, "You need a Q-tip?"
Go like this to me when you can't hear me.
And they
Go,
look at me like, "What?" And then they
Earwax.
get it and they laugh. They're like,
Earwax.
"What?"
So botanical gardens in the Bronx.
Yes.
It wasn't a
Oh,
it
it's
was,
beautiful.
it was a buried treasure for me. My first wife, we got married and took pictures there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very nice. They brought the pictures up at the divorce deal. They wanted the pictures back.
Are you kidding?
No. So well, every time I hear the botanical gardens, I start to drink heavily.
Take another step.
I'm gonna be drunk by the end of the show. You do know that.
No, that's
All
okay.
these memories. But you're not drinking. What do you got?
So
Because
you
I
know
fin-
what?
I finished it.
I had a talk with my son to ask him what he wants to be when he grows up, since he's growing up so much. And he's changed a million times, but he told me what he wants to do now is, because he loves a psychology class, he wants to be an evaluator for people that have mental issues. He wants to be like the head evaluator at a hospital. And I said, well, don't you find that sad and depressing? He said, no, it's interesting, it's exciting, and I can help people. And I said, what made you want to do that? He goes, I don't know, I just want to do it. And I thought that was really noble.
It is. He's going to be very heavily
Till-
employed.
Till the first time
Yeah.
he reads the, till
Yeah,
he
he'll
reads
be
the
busy.
DSM. What are we up to? 13, 25? What DSM are we on? He's going to go, I can't do this anymore.
What's a DSM?
It's the book where you evaluate and you see all the things that people are diagnosed with and you think you've got them all.
There's a book that evaluates you. What kind of country is this? Let me see who I am today. I'm a 12.
It's
No,
a
I'm a
country where we
19.
label people. So I know. It's crazy. But not
Rich.
on Thanksgiving. We're all full of gratitude.
13.
Yeah.
Denise, what are you grateful for?
You guys first.
Thank you.
Giving me like an amazing opportunity that I'm so excited about every other week, and even more than every other week, because I never thought I would be doing anything like this. Being healthy, definitely happy that I'm healthy, that I'm in remission, that my son is healthy and happy, and we have a better relationship now. I'm happy for my job. I'm happy that I can somewhat pay bills. I'm happy for my best friend and having a place to live. And I'm happy that I have things to look forward to. And I have passion in my life.
Amen to that.
Without a man, but that's all right.
That's okay. You got a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah, I do.
And when you meet that man, everything changes.
I don't know.
You walked right into
I
that
don't know.
one.
The slim pickings now. The slim pickings.
That's
Very
what someone
slim.
else just told us. They were just here.
Very
She said,
slim.
Yeah, we're in a drought.
what's wrong with the men in this?
We may need more
state?
water in the lake.
You know,
There's more
that would
women than
require a
men.
show of its own.
What's wrong with the
Many.
men in South Florida? Denise, I know you've got dance, so thank you so much for joining us. We
Thank you. I
appreciate
hope-
you. And so
I
grateful.
love you guys. Have a great Thanksgiving.
We love you too, honey. Enjoy. Stay safe. We'll see you on Thursday.
I will. Eat a lot, and then you can work out later.
You got it.
Bye.
Yep.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
What a delight. She's a real beautiful soul. We're going to switch from here or we're going to stay?
Well, we'll switch and then we'll talk to Rich and we'll go talk to Frank in a little bit.
She's a delight. It's one of those things this year that I have to be grateful for is meeting the needs and letting her do her thing and being, I put the stick in there to slow you down.
I like that.
If I don't slow you down, you're not supposed to do that.
Can you use it as a straw?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've used a lot of things to the straw.
I've never seen anybody do this.
What is the stick? Is it
Cinnamon.
cinnamon?
Cinnamon stick.
Yeah.
But I left it on her cup to slow it down because she seems to drink it faster than it hits the cup.
Grace's friends want to know how she's allowed to drink at work. Because we're social drinking, Grace. Tell them.
Ask them how they like the coquito.
Kennedy, did you have any?
And she swallowed it.
Yeah, she has a cup. It's empty.
Jack's like, how about Gary?
That's why she's leaning on the door frame.
I always lean.
How about you?
I'm like you. It tastes like a milkshake.
It tastes like a milkshake.
It does.
I wonder if you could add ice cream to it,
So the kids don't like it. Wow. I could tell you, times have changed.
right?
Freddie and Gio, they would have sucked this bottle dry by now.
All right, let's take a commercial break so we can do the same thing. We come back, let's talk to Frank and Rich and Dawn and Richard, and I'm not going to say that because it's a midday show. More to come. We'll be right back.
What I missed?
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I think you put it all in my cup.
No, that's because you're sucking on
The cinnamon stick?
The cinnamon stick.
Can you reconnect? Frank says no.
What do you mean no?
Frank, let's see if we can get you to log back in. Try again.
Just
No,
shut
we'll
it
get
down
another code.
and do it again.
Reboot.
Reboot.
All right, Rich, what do you got going on for Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm probably going to have
Cuban turkey.
Whoa.
What's Cuban turkey?
What the hell is that?
Carne puerco.
That's
pork. Yeah. Some pork, rice and beans. There you go.
So you have the pernil.
Yeah,
You do
the
pork
pernil,
shoulder.
yeah.
I thought it was a different turkey from Cuba.
Yeah.
It
Speaks
is.
Spanish.
Yeah. It gobbles in Spanish.
It just looks.
Yeah.
It looks like it's turkey's sister.
It speaks in Spanish. That's what I'm like. Is it a different turkey in Cuba?
Are you making the pernil?
Oh no! You kidding me?
You're buying it made?
Yeah, I'm like Don. What's
You're going
the
to Presidente?
stove? Yeah, like.
Presidente. How do you say it?
Presidente.
Yeah,
That.
Presidente.
We went there Thursday for Thanksgiving. Their prices are unbelievable. We fed
Okay.
everyone for what? $63.
$63.
$100?
No,
Less than
then
$100?
that's the beer and all that. Like
That was
$100.
right. Unbelievable how they do all that. Really? When was the last time you saw $4.97 on anything at the grocery store? You know, they put labels,
3
tags
years
on
ago.
everything. $4.97, 15 something, and I don't know how or what, but it was amazing.
They had a special 15. You could feed 15 people, and it starts with pernil and anything you want for $79.
Oh,
and we
wow.
came in under that, and you saw the food we brought. As a matter of fact, I took some of it home, and other people took, and they ate for 2 days.
We had food for 2 days, I know. Now we're down to rolls and cookie dough. Dinner at my house tonight, guys.
So what are you having with the pernil? Rice and beans?
Arroz blanco y frijoles negros.
At your house?
No, I'll probably go out to eat. I'm gonna go out with my son. Yeah,
Nice.
so we're gonna have Thanksgiving, like a Thanksgiving lunch. So, because I'm working in the evening, so. Yeah.
Are you working security?
Yeah, at the Hard Rock. They've got a poker tournament
Oh,
going on
wow.
now. Yeah, I have that job because I love the concerts. I mean, free concerts. I mean, who doesn't like that?
That's a great
you know?
opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Got some amazing acts coming to the Hard Rock. Got the Eagles and Steely Dan, ZZ Top, Rod Stewart. You know, they're all. Dave Chappelle's doing 5 shows in December.
Wow.
So it's yeah.
And you get to
love
see
it.
all of them.
I get to see all
So
of
if
them.
I give you a camera, can you tape some of the event?
No.
Oh, geez,
not
he
if I
loses
want to.
job.
Not if I want to keep my job.
Yeah,
no.
really.
You could go
Yeah,
to a
we can't do
concert,
that.
though, and enjoy. That's where we saw John
I
Legend.
don't like concerts.
Really?
I don't like those. There's too many people. I feel very. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Never
Very.
did them. I mean, I went to JC's concert and I sat there and
That was different. These concerts. What does the theater
only
hold?
100 people.
Hard Rock.
7,000.
yeah, I can't do it.
Wow, I didn't think it.
I don't even.
that many.
Amazing.
I don't even like going to
Yeah,
watch
right
the
about.
Mets and the Jets. I felt always uncomfortable, so I used to either get a booth or sit at a flagpole or something because it's just so many
7,000.
people.
John
Yeah.
Legend had 7,000?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, he didn't. I don't remember what it was, but I
think
think
it
it
was
was like
about
3/4
3.
capacity
Yeah.
or half capacity.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think Frank's calling in. Let's see if they can figure out how to answer the phone. Look at Kennedy. Kennedy, they got this?
Or just give Frank another code.
He's back.
Or we can give Frank another code. That's going to be nice. I realize
Yeah.
now that why people eat Thanksgiving early. It has more time to talk to
To
people.
digest.
Or digest or
They
go
just
back
want
to
to eat
work.
again and again and again. It's like
Is
a
that what it
football
is?
game at 1, 4,
Right.
and 8. They got 3 games this year.
Okay.
Right.
So you got to eat through every game. And then you got to go outside and throw the pigskin around. You ever did that? You throw the pigskin around, you have your kid. And I used to play catch with Freddie, and then I play catch with Sarah, and then I used to play catch with Gio, and then go back in and eat again.
It's so fun. I was asking Aaron, I think you all the time, you don't know your kids. So I said to him, so what are you going to do when you have a son? You're going to let him play football? He says, no, only flag. I'm like, really?
Why?
Only flag? Apparently, did you know when you're a father, you worry about your kids getting concussions?
Oh,
Oh, I
stop.
don't know.
Oh, stop.
I said, well, you play tackle. He says, yeah, Mom, until you stopped. And I'm like, no, until that concussion and the neurosurgeon said you're done.
Right.
You were done. And I said, how about fraternities? He said, no Greek life. Really? And what are you going to do when he wants to be in a fraternity or sorority? No, they can't do that. I'm like, okay.
And what about the $1 million question? Are you going to let your son date?
No, that's daughter.
No, the
Yeah.
daughter don't date. That's a gift.
There you
Can you
go.
imagine when they have
That's why God didn't give me
when
a
they
daughter.
have a little princess? A whole nother story.
I had 3 older brothers, so I didn't date a lot.
You didn't?
Well, you weren't
No,
allowed to
I
date.
didn't.
You have 3 older
No,
brothers.
and my brothers would intimidate the guys that would come over. So my oldest brother was a cop. My brother Gary had a black belt in karate, and then my youngest brother was the biggest one at 6'1" and just stared at him. So yeah, I never had multiple dates with one guy.
My sister, my brother, and my 8 cousins used to all hang out.
8 cousins?
And we hung out when Frankie came in the first time. We got rid of a few. We got rid of Tony, got rid of Carlos, and then Frankie stuck. Because he's like, you guys don't mean nothing to me. You mean nothing to me.
See, my daughter didn't date.
Yeah, I was like that.
She didn't. But I started going on daddy-daughter dates with her when she was like 3 years old, and so every other week we were going on a daddy-daughter date up until she was like 21.
Wow,
And so she was more focused on school and cheerleading, and then she met a guy. She knew what to look for. She found it. They dated for like 5 years and they got married.
Is he like you?
I'm sorry.
Is he like you?
No. Not many people are like me. Thankfully.
Truth. Truth. All right, let's bring Frank over. I think before we got Frank back on the van. Johnny, come on in. The piano man himself is back in
Hey, how
town.
you doing?
He's
How
the
you
traveling
doing?
panel man. Is Frank there?
I think
Frank,
they
are
say
you
Frank
there?
is back. We're going to bring him over. The piano man is back.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
Doing okay.
Welcome back. He disconnected again.
Give him another code.
Yeah.
You have another code?
All right. Why don't we go to
Tell him-
commercial
tell him
break
to
and
pay
let me
his
get
internet
Frank a
bill.
code? And now he's
Oh, you're
calling. All right, see if we can give him a code when he calls in. All right, let's take a commercial break so we can set Frank up. We got Dawn. You know, Richard, you shouldn't say so much.
He doesn't speak loud enough.
I see that.
We're all so loud, and it's like he gets
We're going to put Richard on a set with Kennedy. Can you imagine? All right, let's take a commercial break, and we're going to set Frank up. Say hi to our good friend Johnny Melnick, who is back from his travels to the Poconos. And see
And
what we've
other
got for
places,
faith
too.
stories. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you want
If,
the
Frank-
opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
When a garage door breaks down or the opener stops working, you need to act fast. So if it's broken, call Broughton. Broughton Garage Door Sales can handle all of your service, repair, and installation needs. And if you need a new garage door or a garage door opener, call Broughton. They have a great line of Clopay garage doors and LiftMaster openers. And their expert technicians can prevent major problems with annual garage door tune-ups. Broughton Garage Door Sales, opening doors for you since 1955. Visit broughton.com. That's BROTEN.com. Or call 954-946-5555. That's 954-946-5555.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
No kidding. Wow. Oh, man.
You know, everyone's family here is like this. It's like having Thanksgiving conversations. What can I tell you?
Okay, he's back on V-Max.
All right, we're going to get Frank on Amazon. Maybe you can run the board, and I can have Shorty download all the files on Freddie's email. Did he hear
All
me?
31 of them?
Oh, crap. Now I'm off again.
Hey, how are you, buddy? How you doing?
Forget about it.
Hey,
Hey.
my computer keeps shutting the video off, so we'll just talk.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
Hey.
Chris,
You
how are you
look like
doing? Chris is
America's
fine.
most wanted.
Chris is fine. Thank you for your basket.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're going to
That's
auction
for the
this off.
drawing.
What, December 19th or so?
20.
20th, okay.
Oh, wow, look at this. Frank is doing his ventriloquism act.
I think that's why she's backing out.
His mugshot. It's okay. It works.
We hear you, but your lips aren't moving. That's
It
pretty
works.
good.
You're fine.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we miss you. Rich is here keeping your seat warm.
Yep. How you doing?
I just want to watch. I just want to wear all the patches you guys are wearing today.
You know, I'm not even wearing any today. It's, I think, because I finished half a bottle of Coquito.
That's
Because
really
apparently
what
I
it
misread a
is.
text. It's gone again. What happened? Is there a hole in my cup?
The cinnamon stick is absorbing it all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen the thing on TikTok where they take a
Is that what they're
gummy-
calling it now? A cinnamon stick?
They take a gummy bear, like the little tiny gummy bears, and they put it in a big tray and you fill it with water. And apparently, if you put it in the refrigerator and you take it out, you get a ginormous gummy bear.
Shut up.
I don't know. We should try it.
Stop.
That's like the marshmallow. If you do that in the microwave, they blow up too.
So we should try it with the gummy bear. Then you have this like ginormous gummy bear. Not for you. It would be bad for your diabetes, but just to see if it actually works. Look.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Does that work with all gummies?
No, it works with all bears. It works with all bears.
Stoned.
I know, right?
And yet we haven't even gotten to Dawn to book yet.
That's a double snort.
Double
Right, we
snort.
have Rich and Dawn snorting here. Freddie's got like a migraine.
I know. It
doing,
sounds like
Freddie?
there's a pig farm next door. It's like, what?
What do we got? Stereo
We're
snorters?
in stereo.
I need a patch.
I think he's gonna get a
need
peace
a
patch.
Frank,
lost
I
Frank again.
Frank, I see a lot of books. Where did Frank go?
We lost him again.
Frank, where are you?
Oh,
We lost
gosh.
him. But
This
anyone,
is
but
so
anyone
different
who
from last week,
purchases
right?
any of Frank's books between now and December 18th gets entered into a drawing to win this amazing basket of all of Frank's books that will be drawn on
Dawn?
December 20th.
I think there's a hand in there.
I don't think so. That's mine. I didn't think you were drinking anything.
I think there's a hand in there. From the author. Anyway.
So come into the studio or you can go to
Why
Frank's
are you
website.
talking in these if he's not on?
At frankarafolo.com, and you can buy a book and then get entered to win.
I got
the
such a
entire
migraine.
Basket. I
Drink
know.
some salt water.
No, it's not that. It's other
Yeah,
things. Anyway.
I've heard that helps.
Salt water?
Yeah, it helps with migraines. Another thing that I heard helps with migraines is putting your standing in water as hot as you can stand it, because it opens up your
Really?
capillaries and improves the blood
like
flow.
growing a
I don't know. I've
gummy
never had a headache.
Oh, you're lucky.
You've never had a headache?
I've never had a headache.
But you've
Both
been,
my
but
sisters
you've
have
been,
get
but you've been
migraines.
married.
Yeah, for 30
You never
years.
have a headache?
Didn't have a
You're
headache.
so full of beans. I swear to
No,
God.
I'm serious. I just lost my hearing for 30 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
That happens too. Oh, you replace the headache with the bean. With the
Yeah.
How long were you married? 30 years?
Yeah, 30 years, more or less.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Stereo indoors.
Were you together for 30 years?
Well, we were together for about 26, 27, and then we separated. And
So you lived in the same house?
for like
6 years?
27, 28. Yeah. We lived in
Really?
the same house, and then
In Florida?
And then and then she moved out. All the kids had moved out, so it was just me in a 4-bedroom, a 4-bedroom house, and so yeah.
Downsize.
Yeah, I did about 6 years ago. I sold a house and I bought a condo up here, and well, not up here, in Sunrise. So that was nice.
And now he lives about 5 minutes from Frank and Chris, so he gets to bike ride over to their house.
Yeah, I biked to their house.
Can you imagine?
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Oh, that's hilarious. I can only imagine him with a raincoat doing that.
That's what they tell me.
What do you have going on?
Hey guys,
here?
I'm back on, but I'm on the
Oh!
Oh, hey!
The man behind the curtain.
Frankie,
The
guess
wizard
the
himself.
Quickly, let's talk to him before we lose him again.
We'll be quiet in the corner.
What are your plans for Thanksgiving, Frank?
Nothing. I'm gonna go to pick up a rotisserie chicken at Publix, and that's it.
Perfect. And how's Chris feeling? Better?
Yeah, she's walking. Yeah, every once in a while she forgets she has a walker and she walks by herself, so she's getting better.
It's amazing, right?
That's
God bless.
great. That is great. Yeah.
Well, we miss you guys, and thank you for sending the basket. The drawing will be held on December 20th, and we sold another
Yeah.
one to.
I should be there by then.
You should be there by then. I hope so. Don't you guys have a show next week?
I should be.
Yes, we
I
do.
should be. I don't know.
But,
Oh, no,
well,
I've got to bring Chris to outpatient therapy, so I won't
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, so it'll be Alicia and I again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, she. You know what?
I'm telling.
She,
no,
she
I'm
was
kidding.
very well behaved.
She was
last
great.
time.
It was
She-
a great
no,
show. She looked
yeah.
beautiful on set.
She really
She was
did.
so professional, I didn't recognize her.
I know. No, she. I've known her for years. I love that woman. I really do. I love her. She's great.
We haven't seen her this
But
week.
I've never had the chance to work with her on anything. And then when she co-hosted the show with me,
Did a very nice
I was
job.
like, wow, you go, girl. And she looks great on camera.
She looked beautiful on camera.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, she's beautiful,
She's a
in person too.
Yeah, she is.
But
Yeah.
it was a nice job, a nice show, nice set with the artists that you had.
Yep.
Who do you have next week as your guest?
Next week is George Montero.
George Montero.
George Montero and Patricia Delinois. George is a director, and he's the one that wrote and directed Sisters of Vengeance, which is a film that I'm doing, that I'm in on human trafficking. Yeah, so it's been going the film festival route, and it's gotten into like 30 different film festivals all around the world.
Good.
It's winning awards like crazy.
Good.
So, yeah, it's doing really well. We have a script for a feature, and he wants to do a series. But we're going to talk more about that on a show. I don't want to give away too much. Sorry about that, people. You're just going to have to watch our show, The Artist Loft,
Good
on
show.
Thursday at 5:30.
Good show. You
Yeah.
guys are getting better and better at this thing, and we were talking about it in the room in the back. And it's a nice thing. And Frank, we do miss you, and we hope that your wife is feeling better. I said, just
Yeah, and
maybe-
I should be I should be there soon.
Well, we miss you and send our love to Chris and wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. I mean, we're so grateful that she's doing as well as she's doing, and you walked
Yeah.
away from that accident really well. So thank God
Yeah.
for all of that, right? A car's a
yeah.
car.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and
Oh, same to you.
Rich, don't eat all the candy.
How'd you know, by the way?
I hit
Just
it.
the cookies.
I've been hitting the cookies today, and there's some coquito.
How did
you know.
he know?
So
Because he watches.
Yeah, Frank, without you and Chris here, His willpower is gone.
Yeah, gone.
It's like
I'm
you
done.
don't need a patch.
I am done.
He
Stick a fork in me. I'm done.
He needs a patch. He found the cookies, is all I can say.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. You and Chris, we love you. We miss you.
You
and
too.
keep healing.
Love you too. Ciao, guys.
Bye-bye.
All right, buddy.
All right, let's take a commercial break, get reset, and then
And
we're
then-
going to move on to some. What else you got?
Oh, yeah, no, I just wanted to mention the event that we
Yes.
have coming up. December 6th, the Florida Arts Network is hosting a year-end party at Pier 6 Rooftop. And if you have an ugly sweater or an ugly Christmas shirt, bring it. We want to have like a ugly sweater fashion show there. For information on the event, you can go to floridaartsnetwork.org, and then we have a tab that says fan events. So check us out and come on by if you get a chance.
Did he say fans only?
No. Fans only? No. No. That's our for-profit.
Because I heard
Yeah.
there was like shirts,
I need a fan right now.
naked with just two
I'm going to
dingleberries
turn
on
mine
it.
on. What is in this?
Now she says.
It's wrong. It's some wrong.
Is that what it is? Holy cow. I'm not like. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, more to come. We'll be right back.
Keep it. Call right now and learn for free. Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation. You can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, but you've got to call now. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Attention firefighters. Did you use firefighting foam in your job? And then, did you develop cancer? Call our legal helpline right now and file your financial claim. Firefighting foam has been used for decades at airports and military bases. This foam has been linked to cancer. If you have cancer and you worked around firefighting foam, you may be eligible for financial compensation. Please make this free call now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Suavemente over there is all I can tell you. Wow, it's like a real working studio here. Phew, the fan's on. I'm so much better right now.
You're
What is
sweating.
that? I know.
And it ain't no sparkle. It's sweating.
It's warm, right? What is
I
that?
don't know what's wrong with you. Something very wrong with you.
Yeah, I know. So, all right. So we glisten, we glitter.
I don't know about that, buddy boy.
It's all, but it's Wednesday, and that means it is time for Faith Stories with our good friend Dawn DeMarco Book. And Dawn brought in a very special guest today. She brought in her husband, Richard, to join us today. So let's roll it.
Roll it, baby.
Sound. Sound. Sound.
Hello. I am so excited to have my husband here today. And honey, I guess I should call you Richard since we're on set. No. No, I won't. Oh, I know. You'll never be late for dinner. That's for sure. I know that. So the reason I brought Richard on today is because I wanted him to share his journey because you had fought addiction and still to this day fight that. And I wanted you to share how you have come to this point in your addiction.
Very pleased to be here.
Welcome.
To see all you guys again. Grew up in the Midwest in a very much lower middle class family.
There's a friend.
He's from Wisconsin, by the way. He's a cheesehead.
And growing up in school, had that feeling that I never belonged, never fit in, never. And always had a hard time making friends, shy, introverted.
Shocking. No, kidding.
Carry some of that with me today. And when I was about 12, parents got divorced. That caused a lot of dysfunction in the family. And when I got into middle school and high school, I found the joys of alcohol, basically. And even though I never, at that point in time, it didn't take over my life, it started to become a bit of a problem. I was able to graduate high school, actually with very good grades, and then didn't have any plan. So I joined the military, which is where I really took off my addiction, drinking, drugs. In fact, it got so bad while I was in the military that Uncle Sam asked me very politely to leave the military.
And that's never good.
If you get a DUI off post, and then you know those dogs that sniff out drugs, they work really good because they found that in my room. So between all of that, they were kind enough to give me a general under honorable, so it was okay. But yeah, and so for the next number of years into my late 20s, drinking, drug every single day, very dark, very hopeless, very helpless. I married someone who drank like I did, and we got divorced shortly thereafter.
Yeah, that was a quick marriage, wasn't it?
Very.
Okay.
And then I, just before we had gotten divorced, a friend of hers did an intervention. She went into a treatment center, and I ended up doing the exact same thing. She was not able to stay clean. I was able to stay clean. And as I started attending meetings, AA is built on 12 steps. These are spiritual principles. And these spiritual principles mention God. And I had a job at the time with a company that ended up failing that allowed me to, I was a supervisor doing construction, drove around a lot, checking out all the job sites, and started listening on the radio to these sermons, to people talking about God, to philosophy type stuff. I was very interested in that. I was brought up Roman Catholic. I was an altar boy. But
he was an altar boy too.
But I never, so I never really lost a quote unquote belief in God, but I didn't really understand anything about it. I do recall a time where right before the company went under, I remarried again way too quickly. I was working in Orlando, actually driving to a job at 5:30 in the morning from Ocala to Orlando, and it's pitch black, a billion stars in the sky, literally. And even though everything was very dysfunctional and things were all up in the air and nothing was settled, I had a feeling, I had a peace come over me. And I didn't hear anything, but I definitely got an impression of, no matter what happens the rest of your life, you're going to be okay. And I didn't know really what that was.
Because you were still listening to sermons or people
Right, and
talking about Jesus and
the lady that actually married myself and my second wife invited us to church.
Oh.
And we started going there.
She comes into play a little bit later.
So
third time's a charm, baby.
Amen.
The quiet ones, I tell you all the time.
Sorry.
I got you on my second wife.
And he's come out of his shell since he met me.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Right.
Go ahead, honey.
So continue to go to meetings. We were married for about, I'm going to fast forward 9 years. February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, 2004, out of a dead sleep, I woke up at 2 in the morning.
So it was February 14th.
Well, it's the morning of the 13th, I believe.
Okay.
It was right around Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And I knew my wife was not laying in the bed next to me. I knew something was wrong. I went out to the living room, and she was on the couch, not breathing, blue. 45 years old, had a heart attack in the middle of the night, and died. And that was very tough. Actually, the toughest thing was calling her son that morning, who was 20-ish, I want to say at the time. And that was very tough. But because of the fact that I had started developing a faith, even though it was really hard, I woke up every morning, I cried every morning, it was really, really difficult. There was a feeling in the background of, I knew that I knew where she was.
Right.
And everything was going to be okay.
Yeah.
Now, I share all of that. All of this stuff that's gone on and happened, it's amazing what God has been able to do with it. So here's the hope and the redemption.
Sure.
So I've been going to this particular church now for almost 30 years. I started serving just before we met.
Right.
And I have the opportunity and the privilege of overseeing one of the services specifically on Saturday night. Well, Saturday night, not only do I get to oversee the service, but when somebody comes forward, as we do an altar call, and gives their life to Christ, I get to meet with these new believers and share a little bit with them. One of the things at this particular service is we have a treatment center very close to the church, so a lot of these kids who are in this treatment center come to the service, and many of them come forward.
That is such a God design right there, which he was working on, Richard, for many, many years. And now, because he's an elder, he does do that. He goes in and talks to them about their faith and what's the next step, because that's part of it, correct?
You guys go to the same church? You both go to Calvary?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I want to bring in how him and I met, because that's... Are you good? Do you have anything else you want to share before I cut you off?
I just want...
My turn. I can do that. You're my husband.
I've learned that.
No, right?
I've learned that.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I won't say yes, dear, because
Okay,
I know you
no,
hate
no,
that.
I hate that.
But this is the hope and the redemption. God wastes nothing. God wastes nothing. We also have that grief share that Jan, who was here a couple of weeks ago, was overseeing for a lot of times. If somebody's lost a spouse, I can talk into their life. God comforted me, and it talks about how we get to comfort others with the comfort that we were given. God uses everything, no matter how dark and ugly it gets.
Yeah.
He can use it to redeem it and to offer hope to other people. And that's the amazing thing. I just get to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And then I met you, and life is
Hello,
wonderful.
life changed dramatically.
Did you both meet at church?
No. So this is our story. So
She's
let
good
me
at-
just share what happened. I used to live in Manhattan. I moved back home in the, I'm not going to say because then you'll figure out how old I am. Let's just say it was a long time ago. And I was very lost. I was in a dark place and started praying, started connecting with God again. I was raised Catholic and then went away and then came back and really built my relationship with the Lord. However, what happened was during that time, I would meet with my reunion sisters in Christ, and we would pray for a Christian husband for me. And during that time, I knew I was part of the equation. I would always attract guys that would treat me like dirt. That was just my MO, and I realized that I was part of the problem. So I said, Lord, work on me. Show me what I need to do to prepare myself for my future husband. And I didn't know who that was, but I knew that God was going to bring him to me. And it took 13 years for that to happen. Now, I say that in the respect of that's my story. That doesn't mean that's everybody's story. But my prayer became very specific. And my prayer was, Lord, bring me my husband, make it very clear he's the one, and take all others out of my life. Yep.
So let me get this right. So you prayed for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Dated dirt. And you prayed with sisters to find
Sisters in Christ. So they're like Kennedy. You know, she's a sister in Christ, and we share our faith together, right?
But you were in a circle of sisters looking for God to send you.
Praying for a
13
Christian
years.
husband. I was very clear that I wanted a Christian husband.
Of course you were.
Right.
13 years. And
13
you dated, the part that gets to me is
No,
that
no,
you
no.
were dating
Before,
dirt?
no.
Before the prayer.
Prior to that, I was living.
Okay. I was
You
wondering.
know, the secular way. The world tells you how to
Gotcha,
live. You know,
gotcha.
being intimate with men, which all it did was kill my self-esteem.
Gotcha.
And
okay,
I
so
knew
then you went 13 years and you were looking for the man.
Exactly, and I was,
I was
very
very-
broken.
very
Yeah, and
perplexed.
so what happened was that prayer became very specific, and then February 14th, 2005, I get a call from the woman that invited you to church, right? That was Kay, or maybe it
No,
wasn't.
a friend of Kate's.
Okay. So anyway, one of my reunion sisters called and said, Dawn, we need you to pray for our friend Richard. His wife just passed.
Gotcha.
And at that moment, and this may sound crazy, but I heard a still small voice saying, he's the one.
Wow.
And I had never experienced that before in my life.
Had
and
you
I was
ever
like,
met him?
I had never met him. So wait. So I said, okay, absolutely. I'll be praying for Richard, no problem. And so that was in February. In June, Kay, our mutual friend, said, I want you to call my friend Dawn. And he said, I made the commitment to grieve my wife for a year, and I want to honor that commitment. And when she told me that, I thought, that's the kind of man I want. And it was just another confirmation that he was the one. And so, and I was okay. And she's like, okay, he serves at Calvary. You can go there. I go, no, stop. I had such a peace that I had never experienced before. And then in the fall of that year, God placed on my heart to pray for me and pray for him. And so my prayer was, Lord, prepare me and prepare Richard. And so in March of 2005, we met. And I already knew he was going to be my husband.
So you hadn't met for a year.
I had never met the man.
But you
I
had to
didn't
wait
know
a
what
year
he
to
looked
meet.
like. Huh?
You had to wait a year to meet.
So he could grieve.
Yeah.
So he could
of his
grieve
wife.
Yeah,
and do his
because
wow.
I didn't want. I just knew that this was the man that God created for me. And he worked on me for all those years. And I told him, not right up front, but I said, listen, you know, I want to wait till we get married. If you're not okay with that, I understand because of the world that we live in. And that was another confirmation for me because he said, yes, I want to do that. And so I think in our society today, we rush in way too quickly. And women especially give their hearts so quickly. And men don't. It takes time for a man to like, hello, amen, yeah, G-man. I just saw that. So that's our story. Pretty powerful. Yep.
It's like one of them novel movies.
Hey, I want to
How long
share
have you
it.
been together?
We've been together, we'll be married 17 years on March 17th. We've been together for 19. Yep.
That's impressive. That's a novel. That's a book.
Whew.
That's a movie.
It's a book. And our last name's Book.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, she lived in Coral Springs. I lived in Delray. I would drive there 3 or 4 times a week to to court her.
Yep.
That's an old school word there.
Right.
Court, and take her out and.
Well, how did you feel after this whole thing, Richard? Because here Dawn is single, doing her thing, and Dawn's had her very elaborate, colorful life. But here you are, you just lost your wife a year before. Here's number 3 potentially coming along.
How did she get all that elaborate, colorful life? Maybe she was.
Have you not known her for 8 years?
She was trying to cover for you here.
What was that like for you to meet her?
It was. I was very nervous. I wasn't really looking for anything, specifically. But as Dawn had mentioned, at about the 6 months after my wife passed away, my best friend's wife gave me a piece of paper and said, "You need to call this lady." And I'm like, I'm going to wait at least a year before I do that. I think I saw a picture of her maybe at that time, but I didn't.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous now.
I fell on the floor and I was knocked out for
You
days.
were smitten, tell it.
Smitten, another old school word. Wow.
Yeah, you're the amazing because you're the second couple that came in. We had someone else in earlier who lost her husband 2 years ago.
And they were married how long?
27 years.
30 years? 27?
And the grief that she had to go for special therapy to deal with the grief of the grief. Because
Right.
even after that year that you talk about, she still couldn't go on with her life. So she had to go for special therapy. So how did you do all of this?
Well, I actually did the same thing, that grief share that our church has. One started 2 weeks after my wife passed. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to do this. So I went through grief share, met some great people who I still am friends with. And that community helped to walk through that. And I just try and not place any limitations on God. I just try and walk each day and take the next right step that He wants me to take. And it's opened some amazing doors. I didn't know anything about, I don't even know when it was you told me about hearing.
Oh, yeah. I think my brother Gary was sitting, we had just gotten married, and we were sitting at our dining room table. And I told my brother Gary, who recently passed away, and I said, I shared it with him, and Richard's like, really? So I thought I had told you that, but I guess not.
It worked out great. She's Italian. I love to eat. It's fine.
There you
It's
go.
That's part.
It's interesting. Here you are coming from 2 different places. Because had you ever been married before?
No. Because,
Right.
that was the other thing, Dawn, that, I walked through so many divorces with my friends, and I'm like, I'm not getting married just to get married because society tells me I need to get married. I refused to do that. Stubborn Italian, yes. But I also felt like it was the right thing for me, and so, I'm not, this is it, that's it, we're done.
And Richard, your wife had never been sick, I'm assuming, at 45. That was a total unexpected situation.
It was very unexpected. She had some chronic pain issues. She had a little bit of an issue with her heart, but to have that happen was out of the blue and unexpected. Yeah, she
shocking too.
Totally devastating. I'm so sorry. I'm happy that you met Dawn, but
I
so
know, I'm
sorry
saying
for your
hello.
loss on that other side.
But everybody walks through some type of loss. Everybody has loss. Everybody has hurt and stuff.
Pain.
And fortunately, through walking this road of faith, I've been able to come to terms with it, and like I said before, actually help other people, whether it's an addiction or whether it's a loss, to share, strength and hope with them, which is what it's about.
And how do you do that? Because I said to you yesterday, because yesterday was kind of a tough day in here, and I said to you, when it gets like this, there's nothing you can do but walk in faith, because it is beyond our physical control to control who's sick, who's out, who comes in, when they're doing the concrete padding. There's nothing left that you and I can do except say, okay, God, you got this. We have to go in faith because it's beyond us.
The great thing, too, is to have people with you. I remember when my wife did pass, I called my best friend at 6 in the morning. Within an hour, he was there. He stayed the whole day with me until my parents were able to fly down from Iowa and be with me. And just having that type of stuff, you can walk.
Those type of people.
Right. You know, sometimes you don't have to say something. Just sit with somebody and be there for them.
Yeah.
And that offers a lot of hope as well.
And being able to talk about it too is helps.
Well, you look at bad days and you look at bad days, and then you have these situations where the pool water is really, really deep, and it affects you in ways that sometimes takes time, like we had that meeting today.
Absolutely.
But fortunately, you got to meet somebody to lift your spirits and bring you back. And sometimes God works in mysterious ways. And it isn't normal for things like that to happen, those tragedies, and then somebody is there to help you. And in this case, you waited a year and things moved along and that. And then it went 17 years later, still going strong. That's and again, this you got to look at Thanksgiving being a time of having gratitude, of saying and appreciating the things you have, because there's bad days, and then there are things like happened to my friend here. Those are bad days, and those you don't want to measure against small stuff, because it's all small. What we go through, bad days at work, or surprises and stuff like that.
Gratitude is a neglected virtue, and practicing that really can help.
110%.
No doubt.
Yep, absolutely.
It's true. So now going forward, what's it like for the both of you?
You know what? It's been, I can't tell you how perfect he is for me. Seriously, he is. No, you're not perfect, neither am I, but he's perfect for me. We make a good team, because if we had two of me, it wouldn't work. I mean, 'cause I'm so outgoing. And Richard is not. He's an introvert. But he has, I'm telling you, because he serves at church, he's come somewhat out of his shell. I mean, the first dinner party, I have to share this, the first dinner party that we went to, he literally, I would walk over here, he'd follow me right here. And I'd go over here and he'd follow me right there. Sorry, bad.
I guess I was back at the 8th grade dance or something.
It was, he wouldn't leave my side. Now it's like no problem, but it's, so I definitely have stretched
There's always
him.
adjustments.
There's, absolutely, no
the
doubt.
perfect orange has a skin on the outside, and it has an outie and an innie.
Yeah.
And you get the perfect fruit, right?
Yeah,
So
we're good. Yeah,
it's
we're
that
good. I think-
combination, sometimes two things that come together. But it's very rare, especially nowadays, to find that kind of chemistry that works. And we just came from somebody who had the same meeting, and she's been looking as well, and she thinks she has finally found somebody.
Yeah.
So good luck to her. And
She found someone to make her laugh, because it was not
Key.
even about love or marriage or any of that right now. It was just about getting over that grief.
Sure.
And getting back to enjoying life. It's the
Absolutely.
small things that you take for granted in life. When you're young and you're dating and this one doesn't work, you're upset and then you find somebody else.
But you
and
move
you
on. As you get older, it's not so
different,
easy.
right?
Yeah.
You just want
It's
to enjoy
totally
life.
different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wanna rebuff that thing about men. The fishing in the women department ain't the best in Florida either. Just being
that's
just being
true.
straight. I mean, it is what it is. And
Yeah,
you
I don't
look
know
at what
why
it
the
is.
dating situation is so difficult
Well,
here.
because you have people.
It's a
that have-
melting pot.
Well, you have a certain thing you're looking for,
Yeah.
and things sometimes are below that line. It all depends on what you want and expect. to
But it
get in
should be
return.
what God wants for you, not what you want, because
If you
God
listen.
God knows everything about your life, and He knows everything about you, and He can bring the perfect person to you if you allow Him.
The greatest mystery in life is that God speaks to you every day, and you got to listen.
Right.
And if you listen,
Ears to hear.
you will find the solution. But you know, sometimes we have to walk through years of not listening.
Oh,
and then wonder
Yeah.
why is this happening to me? Well,
Right.
let me show you
Right.
why.
The decisions
right
that
here.
you made,
I
right?
mean, the decisions you're making are just
Right.
a freight train
Exactly.
coming at you.
It's amazing how God's always working in the background and then always weaves it all together
Right.
and brings it to where it needs to be.
That tapestry
Yeah, the
is
tapestry
a
is-
mess in the
right,
back,
right,
but
we
it's
see
a
the back.
beautiful tapestry in the front.
You know, it's funny. There's a baseball bat behind you that Darryl Strawberry gave me when I went to Shea Stadium.
Wow.
And when I went to Shea Stadium, he gave it actually to my son. And I said to him, Darryl, why is it that God picks people to do what you do? Hit a fastball, 100 miles an hour, 500 feet. Why is it that you can do that when another human who's built just like you cannot? And he said to me, because I listened. And on that day, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I did not know what he was talking about until I met you guys. And now I understand what him listening to. And he had his ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to
We
do
all
his
do.
career.
Absolutely.
We
Yeah,
all
yeah.
do.
Doesn't make you the perfect person, but if you listen, you'll be surprised at some of the things you can accomplish.
Yeah.
And lean not on your own understanding.
Amen.
Always acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths.
Philippians.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. And before we
thank
go to break,
you.
Richard, I just have to ask, what was the pivotal point for you that you said, I'm not going to drink anymore? Because you could have left the Army with your honorable discharge and continued to go about your life and not change.
My life became unmanageable at a point where I knew this is not going to work anymore.
Yeah.
And I had to surrender. I had to surrender. It was becoming, yeah.
But again, that's not an easy
Destructive.
choice or an easy day-by-day situation to accomplish. Because here you had been doing this for whatever reason, right, to drown out sorrows, whatever it
Yeah.
was you did it for, that you had to find another way.
I did it for years and years and years. I was very, very lucky that early on the desire was removed.
Because
Some people never have that. They always easily. It was harder to stop cigarettes than it was to stop drinking.
But didn't you tell me that when you stopped drinking, it was God who just like removed that desire?
Yeah, I prayed to have the desire removed, and He answered that prayer without a doubt.
So there you go.
God does listen. I was reading this week's Torah portion
Ah.
of Vayetze, and the Torah Bible,
And
whatever
she's
you want to call
doing
it.
it
So
again.
listen, so they talked about in this one, it was Jacob's dream, and how
The
the
ladder.
angels went between the ladder,
ladder.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
between
absolutely.
heaven and
Yeah.
earth.
Sure.
And within this portion, Leah, it was Leah and Rachel, and
Rachel.
Leah knew she was supposed to marry Esau, right? That was the way
Right.
it was. And Esau, in her mind, because she had vision, according to the Bible, did not want to marry him. So she cried and cried and cried and cried, Dear God, I can't marry this man. He can't be the one that brings forward these 12 tribes. I can't do it this way. Still thinking she had to do it until she didn't. Until she ended up marrying Jacob.
Which
and those
is
were the
where
first
that- right.
6 tribes from that. So the message being that God does hear our tears and God does hear our cries and our prayers. May not be today or tomorrow, but right, if
Could
we're
be 13
patient
years. It could be
and we
tomorrow.
follow exactly what
Yeah.
it is, there it is.
Yeah.
I do read. How do you like
I
that?
see that.
Yeah. Amen.
I
You
don't
know, I
what to
joined
say to
this
that.
group of, I think it's Fellowship of Jews and Christians.
Yep.
And you would think, what kind of fellowship is that? When people
my
say, I
God,
get
it's
mails of it, I get it
huge.
all the time because I made a donation because I feel like this is what it's about, is uniting people.
Amen.
Whether it's religions or whatever, it's uniting people. And every day I get this whole written, I guess, dissertation, what explanation of something in the Bible of what it is and how it pertains to people. And we all believe in what we believe in, but again, we're all people and there is a God. And as we go into hopefully a release of at least 50 hostages and
Right.
hopefully a
Yeah.
ceasefire of a
Right.
few days, we can only pray that it will continue and that God has heard all of these collective prayers, right? It's going to make me tear up.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
there was so much loss of life and so much vengeance that it's time to try to release some of the people that are being held for really no reason.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
I hope people listen.
So you can hope.
You know, it is, you know, life is so short
Very.
that when you blink an eye and it's over. And people that say, you know, that they will sacrifice themselves for a cause, it just makes me wonder sometimes. You got to appreciate the things you have in life
Yeah.
in order to appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway,
But I'm
I
so
don't wanna
glad
go
on
down
the
that
flip
road.
side, after
That's right.
however many years later, you guys
Yep.
found each other and you found your way to the studio. And
Good
I feel
to
like
know.
that's how God always works. He brings
Yeah.
those that should be here.
Always, always,
Amen.
always. And thank you again for letting me
Thank
do
you.
this.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You
guys
too.
too.
Faith Stories every Wednesday with Dawn DeMarco Book. We're going to take a commercial break. We come back, we got to check in with the traveling piano man.
The traveling piano.
More to come, and we'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
When a garage door breaks down or the opener stops working, you need to act fast. So if it's broken, call Broughton. Broughton Garage Door Sales can handle all of your service, repair, and installation needs. And if you need a new garage door or a garage door opener, call Broughton. They have a great line of Clopay garage doors and LiftMaster openers. And their expert technicians can prevent major problems with annual garage door tune-ups. Broughton Garage Door Sales, opening doors for you since 1955. Visit broughton.com. That's BROTEN.com, or call 954 946-5555. That's 954-946-5555.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back. I know we don't have time for that. We've got a full afternoon lined
They
up
are
for you.
working feverishly in there. Your instructions are not very clear.
To who?
To me and
To you. They got
people.
it. No. Zach Shorty's got it.
You want another shot?
No, I'm done. Thank you very much for playing. I think I'm good. We got another show after our show. We've got a special airing of the Florida Love Show today, just in time for Thanksgiving. But before we do that, we have to say hello to the man, the myth, the traveling piano man, Mr. Johnny Melnick is back in the house.
The myth.
How are you doing?
Good to see you.
It is great to
I just
see
dropped by to say hello. I'm on my way to actually a gig up in Jupiter.
I was going to say, you're dressed very professional
But I
today.
wanted to, yeah.
You didn't tell me that. You said you were just dropping by.
What's that?
You didn't tell me you had a gig. What time is your gig?
5:30.
Oh, okay. You got plenty of time.
It works out perfectly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How
It
have
says
you
on my
been?
business card, if I'm not early, I'm not coming.
We haven't seen you since what, the summer?
3-4 months.
It's been a while. I started up in Pennsylvania in April.
Wow.
And then I think I came back. I might have come back, and then they called me back. They had a guy playing there that they didn't enjoy, and they asked me to come back, and I did. I left October 15, just when it started to get chilly.
You came back.
Yeah,
He's like a snowbird.
it was just reverse snowbird. Just
Where was it?
just
In Pennsylvania?
in the Poconos, in Pocono Manor. Yeah,
There's
at the
16
Kalahari
feet of
Resort.
snow there today.
What's that?
16 feet of snow
Well,
there today.
I came home and I looked at the weather up there, and 5 days after I left, it was 29 degrees. You know what happened to me if in 29-degree weather?
You would
I
turn
don't
into
know.
a shriveled mess.
I
I
don't
am
know what
totally
would happen.
serious. There is a snowstorm in the Poconos today. Did you
Wow.
know this?
Well,
Look on
no,
the
I
news,
didn't
it's
see
true.
it, but I believe it. And
Because you go to the Poconos to ski, so it's like 6 feet of snow. It's bad. No, that's Johnny Melnick.
That's Johnny.
There you go.
There's Johnny.
That's what would happen. Yeah, that was it. That was
been hanging out
good
with you
shot.
too long.
Good shot, team. That was
But
great.
we've missed you. So you're in town for a while?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was just going. I just got an offer to go musical direct a play in St. Croix, where I used to live. I used to live there for 7 years. and
In
they called
St.
me-
Croix.
In St. Croix in the Virgin Islands.
So
yeah.
you go from the sub-zero
Yeah,
down to
well,
the,
you listen,
the hell
you know,
zone. Because it's 107 in St. Croix.
I'm on God's good graces right now.
Now, have you played in St. Croix before?
Oh, sure. I lived
I
there
used
for
to live in Humacao and take a plane over to St. Croix.
Right, and
we used to
and
pick
Puerto
up
Rico,
the booze and come back.
Sure.
Because the booze is 1/3 the price.
Is that close?
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
I used to swim. I just told you, I took a plane. I took a plane.
And did you put your liquor back on the plane to come back?
And do you want to know a story? My mother is the one that said, Freddie, get two tickets, we go get the booze and we come back. For the parrandas, for Christmas. So we used to go to St. Croix. And I used to buy the booze and then come back. And yes, you were allowed to bring it back over. That's what St. Croix is known
Well,
for.
yeah, Cruisin' Rum. Cruisin' Rum is the now it's bottled by Absolute.
Yeah.
So it's a national brand now. But Cruisin' Rum, the Nelthrop family was making that rum like for.
I've had enough rum
100
today.
years.
I can tell
100
you
years.
I am done. I'm rum and done, Rich.
I tell you, it's.
But St.
You gotta
St.
watch
Croix
that.
is a beautiful place. Beautiful. You know, the story to St. Croix was they had to shave the mountain for the planes to take off. There was a plane accident because the mountain's too high and they couldn't get the plane to go above this mountain peak. When I was going to high school, the plane had crashed and they didn't know what to do. So what they did was they shaved it down. So if you look, when you are taking off from St. Croix, you'll see that the mountain goes like this and then it goes. Because they shaved off the tip of it because it was too high.
Yeah, they must have gone
Wow.
a lot of razors.
Well, hopefully we're gonna get you.
Every woman razor was involved. Yeah.
See again, my nightmares. Well, hopefully we'll get you back in to sing soon.
Yeah.
Do some piano, do some
How's your
singing.
hand?
I'll be glad to still.
He's still in a
I
brace.
can't believe the last time
I
I
still
saw
got it.
you had the brace on the other hand.
Yeah, and it didn't bother. It doesn't really bother me. It just started bothering me again. It's a little arthritis, man. I'm not getting any
Are
younger.
you like one of those guys that wears the eye patch to get attention and there's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
maybe.
it?
I don't know.
And
Piano player with
And
a-
then you move it on. I did
which eye you had it on.
I did that.
I wish it didn't hurt so much.
I did that,
could-
and I
could
used
agree
to
with
forget
you.
what eye I put it on. I said, wait a minute, wasn't it the other eye? So now I see your hand. Wasn't it the other hand?
You're crazy. These lights just keep going out on us.
I feel like I'm in a discotheque.
Kennedy, this light went out again. This one. And that one went out too. I don't know what's up with the batteries. We got to check it out.
You need new lights.
I got 2 new ones coming. I don't know.
So
if
let me
I'll be
finish
able-
that story. So I was up to musically direct a play. They're putting on Chicago, the community theater in St. Croix. Friends of mine, and they asked me would I be the musical director. But I just passed on that today because it requires me being down there for 3 months.
Wow.
And I
You were
got
just
my
in the
kids.
Poconos
and-
for 4. What difference does it make?
well, yeah, I know that, but to tell you the truth, I got a lot of work I'm doing here.
Nice.
And,
Really?
recording and writing and on those levels, and I don't want to break it up right now. I can't break it up.
Because I was going to
It's
say, I
getting
want to
hot.
be.
It's getting hot, Freddie.
Me and Richard want to be in the play.
It's never been hot before, but it's getting hot.
That's good.
Well, I haven't done musical theater in a while.
Yeah, they're
I've
doing
never-
Musical theater in a while.
they're doing Chicago.
Wow.
They're gonna play in Chicago.
Very nice.
You, so he's not taking it, right?
He's not taking us. He's going to be here just in time for the holiday season.
I would have flown down for that gig.
Yeah, I got you,
St.
man.
Croix is beautiful.
I mean,
Yeah, it is.
Because I
we'll
got to
see.
go to PR anyway. Get some
We'll see.
unfinished
We'll see.
business there.
I've been jumping around all year. You know, it's nice to be settled for just a little bit. You know,
Welcome back.
So
We
you're
missed
here for what, 20 minutes, and then you're going to another
you. No,
country?
he's here.
today.
He's
Today,
here for-
tomorrow,
On my way
Richard,
to-
you never know.
No, I'm here. I'm going to be here.
Okay.
You guys got to come to Mezzaluna. I'm playing on the 25th. What's that? Next Friday night?
The where? I'm sorry, the what?
Mezzaluna?
Bistro Mezzaluna in Fort Lauderdale,
Next Friday night, what time?
7:00.
We should be there next. We should do it.
We'll talk.
We don't have live shows on Fridays. We
I'll
have
invite you- I'll invite
pre-recorded
you
shows
guys.
on Fridays, so we can do it now.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Our show's now on Friday, pre-recorded, so we should be able to do that. That would be nice.
All right.
Nice.
Excellent. All right, that's.
All right, well, welcome back. Thanks
Fair
for
enough.
popping in.
Nice
Happy
to be here.
Thanksgiving to
Thank you. Looking forward to Kenny's show.
And before we wrap up, we have to say hello to Kenny Love. We have a special airing today of the Florida Love Show just in time for Thanksgiving. Kenny Love is here giving us a special, I guess, Thanksgiving show. What do you have planned, Kenny?
Yeah, so it's going to be, first thing, I love you all, each and every one of you. And I don't call it Thanksgiving, I call it love giving. Saying I love you, like really, the family around the table. And we're going to share about love, and we're going to share love songs, and we're going to share thank you songs, and we're going to share about what is Thanksgiving, because most people have no idea why we even have Thanksgiving. They just think it's a bunch of food around a table on the last Thursday of the month. So I'm going to open some people's eyes to Thanksgiving, to love, and Dawn Love, my mushball love ball of rum, and Freddie Love, my mushball love ball of the Bronx. He actually went to high school. I didn't even know that.
You went to high school?
I
love
did
you,
sometimes.
brother.
High school didn't come to me when I went to high school.
And I am really excited for this special Thanksgiving show, again, which I call Love Giving. And on my way here, I went to a client to deliver printing, and I gave them roses. And we said, love you to each other, and they were like, you look like a love doll, you know? And then there were 2 nurses outside, and I gave them roses, and I thanked them for their service. They're like, you look like a love doll. And then there was a guy walking by, and he says, why are you dressed in red? I said, because I have a Florida Love show. He goes, you look like you're going to get laid.
It's like knock,
And that's
knock,
the
who's
difference
there?
between men and women.
Yes, boy brain versus non-boy brain.
I mean, this guy, he goes, "You're going to get laid." And I just thought it was so funny because everybody's calling me a love doll who's a woman, but this guy, you know, I'm going to get laid. So I just thought it was, hysterical. You know, and men, I love you all with all my heart. So one thing about the love show that we do is we give out roses and we say, I love you. And a lot more men now are giving out roses to their girlfriends and their wives and saying, I love you because of the Florida Love Show. And I'm hearing it from all the girlfriends and wives. And I just want to keep spreading the love all over the world. And the other thing I was saying on my way here was, you know, we listen to all these love songs, but we don't do anything that the love songs say, like love will keep us together, or faithfully, or, you know, from this moment. I was listening to all the love songs I play on the show. Human beings, we don't do that. So I'm excited because I want to spread love in this moment to all human beings so that we don't destroy the world. Because right now, human beings are killing each other. And my mission is that we all love each other so there's not one killing ever. There's only peace, love, and happiness. So again, I love you all. I am so excited for the show. I cannot wait to love everyone.
That's going to be terrific.
And so thank you also, and love you also.
So thank you for coming in for a special edition, a special airing, because our studio is going to be honoring Thanksgiving on Thursday and Friday.
Good for you guys. Yay.
And happy Thanksgiving.
So.
And I am so excited for the show.
Thank you for that.
So excited.
So we're going to get ready to send that show out, and we are not going to be here Thursday and Friday for our crew and our family to celebrate Thanksgiving with those that they don't get often to spend Thanksgiving with. You're going to be out and about doing your
spreading the love.
Christopher Columbus walk in St. Augustine
You know
at
something?
McDonald's.
Maybe that's my calling. Maybe there's a reason. I thought that Thanksgiving was every 24th. You know, I thought it was. I made reservations for Thanksgiving dinner, and the stupid thing. It's been like a nightmare. I've been so depressed. But maybe, Kenny, now that I hear your words and I hear what's going on over here with you guys, maybe I was meant to go and visit and do something different.
Just knock on the doors.
Listen, there's a party wherever I go anyway.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what color you are. I don't care none of that stuff. That don't make no difference to me. Maybe this is supposed to be what I'm supposed to do. Yes. And I have my cane that I bought from
stick. Don't forget that.
St. Augustine. I got it from the fort. Cool. And I got my hat. I'm just going to go do my thing.
Go do your thing. Enjoy it.
Maybe that's what I'm meant to do.
Freddie, that is what you're meant to do. Who you are is love. That is who you are.
But I want to thank all of you guys for making this a very special Thanksgiving, for sharing the deep joy and the love that you guys bring, for making the studio our house. I'm glad that you came in today. We've been worried about you, thinking about you, because we hadn't seen you in such a long time. But you know, all of us are family, and you have to be able to enjoy what you have in life sincerely. I think that's really important what Kenny brings up. You got to sort of really, really mean that you love somebody, and you show it. So I'm glad you got to show this to all of you out there, because without you, there will be no us, as J.C. Dreesen would say. And we want to thank you for doing what you do. I want to thank you for doing what you do. And I want to thank them for doing what you do, because without you guys, we wouldn't even be here.
So to our crew, I know a lot of you are out sick, and just get healthy for Thanksgiving. We're all going to regroup, take a couple days off. We'll be back on Monday. Thank you for all that you do, as you said, to Kenny and everyone here, and Johnny and Frank and Chris and Rich and Dawn and Richard and our amazing crew that stepped up today when they're not even supposed to be here today because they're off. I thank you for filling in and doing what you do, because we wouldn't be able to even be on air without the amazing crew that we have to bring our laughs and some rum and some fun to all of you. So have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. Tell those that you're with that you love them. If not, give them a call. And we will see you Monday at 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.